welcome. Go knows. So, how successful can you be in life without adaptability? Today's topic is going to be Agile. What is Agile? Utilizing Agile in daily life and Agile at work. So, what is Agile? If you think about it, there's many definitions, but Agile really means the ability to be flexible. If you think about Agile, you think about it in two ways. You can think about it in life. You can also think about it in work. So I'm going to break it down in life. So Agile is basically being able to go to one place, regardless of how you plan, go to one place. Once you get there, adapt to the next step. Take me for example. When I was in high school or when I was in elementary school, my goal was always to go to college, straight out of high school and be the mechanical engineer. So I went to elementary school, did really good in math, went to high school, did good in math, but decided, man, this is not for me. So I ended up going to the military. So right there, that was the first place that I had to make a alteration to my dream, my goals. So instead of going to be a mechanical engineer, I decided, okay, I'm going to go to the military. I'm going to go to the Marine Corps. I went into the Marine Corps, and when I went into the Marine Corps, I wanted to work on airplanes, right? But when I took my test, I didn't get a high enough score to work on airplanes, so I became what's called human resources, right? So then I had to adjust from my dream, join the Marine Corps. Then I had to do another adjustment by going through this path where I tested so I can actually have a job. So I did 4 years in the Marine Corps, and then I finally jumped back towards aircraft mechanics. But at that time I was older, and I really decided, did I really want to work on airplanes? Did I really want to be dirty? Did I really want to be working in the cold weather and the really hot weather? So I decided to make another shift and go towards aircraft database aviation. So what I did was I went from, there's a shift. So let's backtrack. So let's backtrack. From elementary school, I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. So I went to elementary school. I did really good in math. I went to high school, realized high school wasn't my thing. So number one, that's the first time I had to be really flexible and really adaptable to my surroundings or my situation. So what I did was I decided, okay, I'm not going to college, so I can't be a mechanical engineer now. So I adapted to the military. I began living the military life. When I went into the military, I wanted to fix airplanes. Number two, the test made me unqualified to fix airplanes, so I had to adapt once again and go towards human resources. Number three, even though it's still in my mind, I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. The fact that I grew up and I began understanding real work, I had to adapt once again. And instead of going into aircraft aviation mechanics, I went to aviation databases, right? All right, so here's the step three. I thought I was gonna do 20 years in the military, but things happened. I did 12 years. Wow, I had to adapt again. So instead of doing 20 years as I planned, I had to jump out of the military and jump into this life that I did not understand. And once again, I had to adapt. Okay, so then after that adaptation, after I did that, I thought, okay, I'm done with aviation. I'm done with databases. I'm done with everything. I'm going medical. So I went to school, got my degree in radiology. Once I got my degree, got my certification, identified there's something I did not want to do, so I had to make another change. What did I do? I went back to databases. Once I got to the databases, I thought, okay, I can do this for the rest of my life. So I worked on databases for the next 5 years, and after that, another change happened. I went into project management. Never knew it was going to happen. It popped in front of me, and I had to be flexible, so I was flexible. So now I'm in project management. So if you think about that at a high level, Agile is the ability of being flexible. Everyone that's successful is flexible, is adapt to different things. So my question is, what is so hard to take this same concept and put it at work? They have to follow a workflow, a process, but the truth is, you can adapt to situations and do even greater. So if you think about Agile, think about it every day. Everyone here, I'm assuming, have a budget. All right, you create your budget at the beginning of the month or the year, depends on how organized you are. So you create your budget and you live by your budget. You don't let your budget, well, you live by your budget, right? So something happens, bam, what happens? Do you just panic, or do you absorb that, adapt to the new thing, realign your budget and continue to move? See, Agile is something we do daily. So it should be really simple for workplaces to adapt this concept. The concept of waterfall is basically, it's a project management concept, but you can adapted to everyday life. Waterfall is basically saying I'm creating this plan for my life, and regardless of what happened, I'm following this plan. How successful can you be with that? So instead of doing agile, instead of doing waterfall, why not go to agile? Well, agile is okay. I'm gonna plan for the next 3 years. Okay, hopefully everything goes smooth, but no, if something don't go smooth, I can adapt. If something don't go smooth, I can adapt. It's an expectation. It's something that we do on a daily. So that was my quick and easy explanation of agile. If you have any questions, drop it in this link. Thanks for watching.